Breaking news at this hour. Police are on the scene of a shooting at a Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin.
My name is Satya Rhodes Conway. I'm the mayor of Madison.
Could we ask you a question? We're actually from the Netherlands. We were wondering where the mayor is right now and what is more important for her than attending this press conference.
The police department.
He doesn't want me to ask the question.
The most what?
Recent school shooting.
It's terrible, man.
There's kids running out.
How old do you think they were?
Probably 12, 13, I would guess.
I feel like life just goes on a little bit normal here, actually.
Don't like boss dog? Better stay in your lane. No wrong my dick, boy. I quick shoot that thing.
We've been sitting here for the last 27 hours, as Adam mentioned. Why would you guys not have the proper people in place to answer some of these questions?
You don't have to be sitting in this room if you don't want to.
There is something fundamental going on here that's not good at all.
Er is een breed maatschappelijk probleem gaande. En het enige waar deze kanalen verslag van doen zijn technische feitjes.
According to court records, she was in therapy.
Mayor answers plenty of questions all the time, okay? So,
Well, not this time and not yesterday.
And I felt like if we did know why, we could stop these things from happening. But what I will tell you is, as soon as we are done with the investigation, any information...
me, Stephanie, and Cynthia will stick around and answer any other questions, but that's all. Thank you.
3 dead. A teenage suspect was deceased at the scene. A teenage student was deceased, and then a teacher was deceased. 2 remain in critical.
They die at the scene, or?
I believe a combination of both at the scene and on the way to the hospital. Okay. 2 remain in critical condition right now, and then we have 4 with non-life-threatening injuries, and I believe a combination of teachers and students of those injured.
Hello. Could we ask you a question? We're actually from the Netherlands.
I'm sorry.
We just don't have any additional information right now. There's another briefing at 5:30.
I'll tell you who scares me is Klaus Schwab from the WEF.
Yeah.
You know, he's
I think there's a Dutch party that you would very much align with. How do you feel about what happened here today?
It's just pretty strange for it to happen right next door to you, instead of being on the news. I have video. It's just been crazy. It just was so loud. There's kids running out.
How old do you think they were?
Probably 12, 13, I would guess. Probably in an ambulance right there.
Now, police say right now they do not have a motive for that shooter.
Het ding is, we staan hier allemaal tussen een soort van hele serieuze nieuwskanalen. Maar het is eigenlijk helemaal niet serieus wat ze aan het doen zijn. Want je ziet dat mensen alleen maar een soort van nutteloze feitjes aan het opsommen zijn. Weet je, was de schoolshooter in de kantine? Wat was het geslacht van de shooter?
The parents married in 2011, a couple of years after she was born, then divorced in 2014. They remarried in 2017.
According to court records, she was in therapy.
Alsof dat soort van iets te maken heeft met het feit dat er 83 van dit soort schietpartijen dit jaar hebben plaatsgevonden. Er is een breed maatschappelijk probleem gaande. En het enige waar deze kanalen verslag van doen zijn technische feitjes. Maar dat gaat niet voorkomen dat Amerikanen doodsbang blijven dat hun kinderen gewoon op school worden doodgeschoten.
Well, it's a tragedy, but I mean, it has happened so many times.
I think it's a very terrible thing that happened, especially since it's like a 15-year-old girl. I think that is awful, and I'm very devastated, and I feel like life just goes on a little bit normal here, actually. Like, I mean, it's a topic people are talking about, but like in Germany, for example, it would be a way bigger topic.
Yo, this boss dog shit, baby, down on State Street. With who?
Left laser.
Left laser. Microphone my bitch, pimping hard like a fuck hoe. Jacking in the booth, macking beats in the studio. Pimping with the rhymes, hit the block, boy, I count dope. Boss dog nigga trying to shake off the popo.
I'm feeling for your kitty cat, I ate it like an X-pill. See how my sex feel?
The most what?
Recent school shooting.
It's terrible, man. You know what I mean? It's sad kids can't go to school and, you know what I mean, get an education, man. When I was young, we fought with our hands, but we didn't shoot up nothing, you know? Don't like boss dog? Better stay in your lane. No wrong my dick, boy, I quick shoot that thing.
What does it say about the United States that children aren't safe in schools?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything good, does it? It's not good.
Hundreds of shootings like that every year here, and nothing changes.
Should we just accept it as part of American culture?
No, I don't think we should accept kids dying as part of American culture.
But it has been part of American culture for more than a decade, multiple decades.
We don't have to accept it.
I hope the American culture is getting pretty sad, but I hope it hasn't sunk to that level.
How do you feel about the most recent school shooting that took place?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to answer that right now. Trying to encourage people about a hopeful future. The Bible talks about a hopeful future.
Is there a hopeful future in the USA?
Well, you know, if you look at what the Bible says, it talks about a worldwide. It talks about a government run by God. So it wouldn't be this government, that government, independent governments, but one government all over the earth.
Really pissed off. Don't take your anger and vengeance and your personal vendettas out on people that have nothing to do with your suffering. Like, I'm tired of extremism. I'm tired of militarism. I'm tired of communities and kids being killed for no reason and people dying for their personal beliefs just disgust the crap out of me. Online and manifestos, online Reddit cultures, online echo chambers, radicalization on the internet, constant social media in your face. That's what's causing all this shit to happen, if you ask me.
There is something fundamental going on here that's not good at all.
And I want to pivot to the United Healthcare CEO shooting. The suspect, Luigi Mangione, now indicted, charged with murder with an act of terrorism.
The CEO shooter is more likely to push gun legislation just because it happened to a rich person. But yeah, with Republicans coming into power, I think gun legislation is very unlikely to happen.
So Republicans care more about billionaires or millionaires than kids?
I would say so, yes. It is clear over time that the only time that they do anything is when it affects the bottom line of rich people.
For example, when the Black Panthers started arming themselves, they were suddenly about gun control.
Exactly, yes.
Do you think politicians will enact meaningful change?
No, they don't. They don't respond to the normal person and the average person in the United States anymore. If their billionaires were behind it, maybe they would.
Want to give it a go?
Er gaat zo meteen gevraagd worden, weten we al wie de dader is en weten we al wat het motief is. En vermoedelijk gaat er gezegd worden nee. Want als die informatie er zou zijn, zou je het ook gewoon in de persbericht naar buiten kunnen sturen. Tuurlijk kan nu ook nog wel, er zal misschien wel een puzzelstukje bijkomen of zo. Maar ja, het is een soort rare mediacircus ook waar we nu met z'n allen in balans zijn. En dat zal uiteindelijk gepolitiseerd worden. Maar laten we eerlijk zijn, over 2-3 dagen is de rest van het land alweer met iets totaal anders bezig. En echt de fundamentele vraag over een soort van hoe kan het dat er in Amerika 83 schoolshootings dit jaar hebben plaatsgevonden. Ja, moet ik dan nu aan de lokale politie gaan vragen waarom Amerika een gestoord land is?
In spite of tragedy, God is working, and we believe that God is good in everything, and that He turns beauty for ashes. And so I had a number of families who mentioned that to me, that this wasn't a surprise to God, and that He's going to do something mighty with it. And so we're holding on to those words, and we're continuing to believe and trust in Him. He is our foundation at Abundant Life Christian School. We exist to bring and to build disciples of Jesus Christ, and so we have complete faith that He will carry us through this.
Targeted violence is preventable. That when somebody conducts a school shooting, they don't simply snap. They don't just decide one day to engage in this egregious behavior. Instead, they make a decision and start research and planning towards an act of violence. And when they're on that pathway to violence, they often demonstrate observable behaviors that others notice. 82% of the time, somebody knows about a school shooter's plan to attack a school. So I encourage all in the community, students, parents alike, to report to Speak Out Wisconsin, our 24/7 call center, where we do receive concerns about planned school attacks.
We were wondering where the mayor is right now and what is more important for her than attending this press conference.
She was here earlier. She gave her statements, which I thought were very appropriate. We're going to do multiple press conferences, and so we want the focus to be on information for the community that's going to come from the police department. So that is what I will tell you. She was here earlier, and maybe you missed it, but she was here. And I also want to say that...
Will she attend later tonight?
I do not know that. I do not know that.
We need to put God back in schools. We need.
This was a Christian school.
A lot of Christian churches don't have God in them. We seem to have kicked God out of every facet of our society, including the church.
So it's an unchristian church.
I smell dope now.
Yeah, this Peter Pan, Peter Bread, you know, y'all know. I ain't got no beat, but I'm just gonna go acapella. They call me Red Eye. I'll shoot you dead in your eye, a bullseye. I'll leave you dead where you lie, in the sun or where your blood run dry. Keep my guns set dead on fire. That's just a little song.
My name is Satya Rhodes Conway. I'm the mayor of Madison.
Part of the reason I feel so pained by this tragedy is that mass shootings feel like something that's ominous and hovering, and we're all wondering where and when the next one is going to occur.
Any conversations you've had with other members of the building, and then obviously being reunited with their families. And the building is a crime scene and will be under investigation for some time to come now. But obviously, the police department will work with the school.
He doesn't want me to ask the question.
To do what they can to make sure that people have access.
How about you can ask it later? Do now.
All right. James from WISN.
I'm not sure if he'll allow me to ask the question.
Personality. Were they engaged in sports? Were they beloved?
He wanted me to adjust the question.
We've been sitting here for the last 27 hours, as Adam mentioned. Why would you guys not have the proper people in place to answer some of these questions? You guys, and including the fire chief, have sat here and tried to say that you want to dispel rumors on social media. You want to make sure that you're giving factual information. We're asking questions that have been circulating on social media, including rumors about the victims. Why not provide clarification and actually have people here to answer those questions to set the record straight?
I don't know how many times I can say this. We will share good factual information when we can. None of you is obliged to stay here. You're free to leave. You don't have to be sitting in this room if you don't want to. Thank you.
Is there another briefing schedule?
There's not.
Why didn't you allow me to ask the question?
The mayor does what she wants.
No, but you actually heard the question and you didn't think it was okay.
I promised to speak to the good people of the Netherlands in 1 second, okay?
So why couldn't we ask the question what...
and the mayor decided to end the press conference.
You decided
I had you on
not
the
to give
list
us
the
the
other
tour.
day. You asked the question of the chief, and
you first vouched the question.
There were several.
We have it on camera that you're suggesting us to ask another question.
Yeah, I gave you a good suggestion on how to make things a little less combative. You didn't have to take it.
Is it combative to ask what does it say about the United States that the state cannot guarantee the security of children?
I wish the mayor of Madison was in control of all that, but no, it's not.
It's the task of the state to guarantee the safety of its citizens, no?
I'm not sure what you want me to say.
That's a very valid question to ask a mayor when the mayor cannot guarantee the safety of children.
It's a valid question.
Then why couldn't we ask it?
Well, the mayor decided to end things early.
No, you decided to vouch the question. You tried to alter the question, and then when you didn't like it...
I offered a suggestion of framing that you could have taken earlier.
Children are being killed all the time.
Yeah, I don't think the mayor would disagree with you.
Will something meaningful change?
I hope so. I hope so.
But there's no place for political questions.
Okay, you asking your questions is a little bit different than an indictment on the entire American media system here. The mayor answers plenty of questions all the time, okay? So,
well, not this time, and not yesterday.
You weren't here, and I heard you ran after her.
Yeah, and she declined to comment.
Okay, that's all right. Can I walk away now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
If we are honest with ourselves, it is something that some people in the United States just do not care about. They say that they care about it, and they say that they have thoughts and prayers, but ultimately that does not do anything. And not taking action on something shows that you do not care about it.
Yo, this Boss Dog shit, baby, down on State Street.